Hello, this is Michael Romig. I wanted to talk to you about how you can set up your Venice Nutrition program. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to venicenutrition.com. That's venicenutrition.com. And what you'll do is you'll click on the login icon at the top. You're going to put in your username, which is your email address, and then your password. We set up your password as password one, so it's PASSWORD, and then it's the number one. It's all lowercase. You're going to log in. Once you log in and you set up your account, you can change your password to whatever you would like it to be. But what you're going to need to do is go through and answer all of these questions. These questions are important in order to help set up your customized meal plan. So you're going to put in your gender, you're going to put in your height, put in your weight. If you know your body fat percentage, you can go ahead and put that number in. You're going to put in what your goal is. So it could be to lose body fat and weight and tone up, or it could be to gain weight or increase your lean muscle mass, or it could be just to maintain your weight and become healthier. And then you want to put in exactly how much weight you'd like to lose if your goal is to lose body fat. Um, Put in whether or not you're a vegetarian. If you're going to use the metric system, you want to put in your date of birth. And then once you put in all that, put in the time zone, your phone number, and then you'll need to go through and answer the health history. So just make sure you answer all of these questions to the best of your ability. Put in your lifestyle. It's going to ask you how many days a week do you eat at restaurants, um, and then what time you go to bed, what time you get up in the morning. So how many meals do you consume each day? What is the average time interval between meals? The average size of each meal consumed, how many grams of protein you're consuming. So all of these questions are important in order to set up your customized meal plan. You're going to put in whether or not you're an athlete. Okay, are you currently doing any type of physical activity, which hopefully you are. And then, of course, any supplements you're taking, and then how much water you're drinking per day. I know this seems like a lot of information here, but like I said, these are all important in order to make sure that we set up a meal plan that's specific to your needs. Now, when it comes to the food preferences, what I would recommend is leaving all of this checked unless there's something that you really strongly dislike. And the reason for that is that it's going to give you more options. If you start unchecking everything, it's not going to give you as many options to choose from. So I'm just going to leave all of this information checked. And I would encourage you to do the same unless there's something you're allergic to or you strongly dislike. But the reason for that is once once you submit your information, it'll at least give you several different options to choose from for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can always go back through and let's say, for example, you don't like fish. Well, if there's a meal plan option that includes fish, you can always change that out or substitute it for chicken. So this takes just a few minutes in order for it to create a customized nutrition program for you. So we'll give it just a couple minutes. And then once, once you submit all your information, you should be able to access your customized meal plan. This is a really incredible piece of software because there's a number of different videos for you to go through. There's a lot of educational material that you can review. So please take your time to go through it. Um, we're not expecting you to go through it in one day, but do make sure that you take a few minutes a couple of times a week to go through the program. You can log your food on the program. That's not what we're recommending. It's easier to use MyFitnessPal. So that's just an app that you can download to your phone. And that's one of the easiest ways to log your food. And we can even set it up where we can actually see what you're consuming on a daily basis. Um, but the reason that we wanted to give you access to this program is that it follows level weight one control guidelines set by the FDA. And so it is a certified uh, uh, nutrition program for you to follow. Now, it's going to ask you to make sure that you agree to the member license agreement. So you can read through this information if you want to. Basically, what it's stating is that in the event that you decide to follow this program, that you're not going to hold Venice Nutrition accountable in the event that something happens. So go ahead and check that box, submit it, and then now you can access your meal plan. So there's a video that you can watch. Mark McDonald is a good friend of mine. He is the creator of Venice Nutrition, but you can go through and watch this video. There's a checklist here that you can go through. But what I would recommend, and then like I said, just take your own time going through this. But what I would recommend is just come up here to meals. And what the program will do is it'll give you some options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and some snacks. So there's 3 different options for breakfast, 5 for lunch, 5 for dinner, and then 4 snacks. Now you can go through and you can add a meal, you can regenerate your meals. So, and then you can also print the meals out. And these are based on the questions that you answered. So for example, the macronutrient balance is based on the questions you answered. So for example, here, because I'm looking to lose weight, I should be taking in about 40% protein, 35% carbohydrates, and about 25% fat. And that's about 400 calories per meal. These food parameters are going to be extremely important depending on what your goal is. And then, of course, the meal plans are based on those food parameters. So there's a grocery shopping list that you can review, and then you can print that off and take it to the grocery store. There's some free foods list. There's some nutrition tips and then some exercise tips. There's also a number of recipes that you can go through. You're going to have access to this program for 90 days. And then if you want to be able to renew it after that, you can renew it on a monthly or an annual basis. So if you were to sign up for a year, it'd be $129. Or if you wanted to do it on a monthly basis, it would be about $20. What I would recommend is just try this program out for the next 3 months. We're not asking you to commit after that. Really what we want to do is give you that customized meal plan so that at least you have some options to choose from and you know how you should be balancing your meals. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of information to go through on this nutrition program. So take your time going through it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You're more than welcome to call us or text us at 832-303-7004. Thank you very much, and please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you. Thanks.